everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reading Starting School by Jane Godwin and Anna Walker. Meet the children starting school. Here they are: Tim, Hannah, Sunita, Joe and Polly. Getting ready. Tim wants a lunchbox that's easy to open. These feel a bit tight, says Hannah. Is everybody listening? Sunita asks. And at the bottom it says things we need for school and all the things that are needed for school. Polly loves her new bag tag. Everyone says to Joe, "Are you looking forward to starting school?" Joe is thinking about it. The first day. Polly is trying to be brave. "Mum and I can stay for a little while," says Polly's dad. Sunita doesn't know anyone, but she feels ready for school. She whispers to her mum, "It's good." Joe has found an interesting book about dinosaurs. Hannah feels excited, but Tim doesn't want to leave his mum. "I feel a bit nervous, just like you," says Miss Quick. "I have a whole room of new children." Getting to know people. There are 11 boys and 10 girls in the class. So many names and faces to remember. And here are all the kids and their names. "We have a whole year to get to know each other," says Miss Quick. "A whole year," thinks Polly. "That's a very long time." Making friends. Hannah and Joe are playing a game with cards. Sunita says, "Can I play too?" At the bottom, things we do with friends. And these pictures seem like activities and games you would do with friends. Tim has found the Lego box. Polly gets out her new pencils. She wants to draw with a friend. "2 straight lines, please," says Miss Quick. "Why do we have to line up?" asks Sunita. "So we can all stay together," says Miss Quick. "We didn't want anyone getting lost." Miss Quick shows them the playground, the hall, the toilets, and the music room. "This is a very big school," says Polly. "My sister goes here," says Hannah. She holds Polly's hand. "I can show you around." Snack time. Crunch. Yum. Polly has trouble with her biscuits. And at the bottom, things we eat at school. Looks like ice cream, muffins, pizza, sandwiches. "Watch out, Joe!" "Oops!" Hannah and Sunita play on the monkey bars. "Can you do this and this?" says Sunita. Polly wants to join in. She hangs upside down. "I'm going to try that," says Sunita. The playground is full of big children. They shout and play cricket. Tim sits under a tree by himself. "Look at this," says Joe. Joe has found a tiny ladybird. In the classroom. Joe and Tim don't hear the bell and they forget to come back in. Miss Quick has to send some big children to look for them. Then it's time for the class rules. Everyone helps to think them up. Look after your things. No running in the classroom. Put your hand up if you want to say something. Listen to the teacher at all times. And on the whiteboard, it says, "Welcome to school." Learning at school. Miss Quick says, "Put your hand up if you can think of something we might learn at school." No calling out. "We can learn maths," says Joe. "And writing," says Sunita. "Reading," adds Hannah. At the bottom, things we learn at school. And the pictures. Tim doesn't put his hand up at all. A boy's playing with Polly's hair. "Stop doing that," says Sunita. "She doesn't like it." New things to get used to. No one notices Tim in the line for the canteen. Canteen is now open, it says on there. Hannah has to go to after-school care even when she's tired. Polly feels nervous going to the toilet. Sunita has a list to help her remember everything she needs each day. "I don't need a list," says Joe. Doing work. Hannah finishes her work fast. Joe has lots of ideas and his writing is messy. No one can read it, not even Miss Quick. Tim can do sums in his head. Miss Quick says Tim is a good listener. And at the bottom it says, work we do at school. I love your drawing, Polly, says Sunita. Sunita and Polly measure their new friend Angus. Polly is the tallest and Angus is the shortest. But I'm growing every day, says Angus. Packing up. In the afternoon, everyone is tired. Miss Quick reads them a story. Then it's time to pack up. Whose hat is this? Joe, where is your shoe? Who's got my take-home book? Hannah's lost her pencil case. Here it is. Thank you for being helpful, Polly, says Miss Quick. Home time. I played on the monkey bars with Sunita, says Hannah. I love school, says Sunita. Our class has a pet bird, says Tim, and I met a boy who knows all the dinosaurs that ever lived. I made a friend, but I forgot his name, says Joe. We got lost at lunchtime because we were following a beetle. At first, I wasn't sure, but now I like it, says Polly. Best things about school. Lunchtime, buddies, class pet, friends, writing, music, playing, lunch order, art, reading, show and tell, sport. What do you like about school? And that was Starting School by Jane Godwin and Anna Walker. Now, what did you learn from this book? If you're a parent or adult, do you think this book helped you prepare your child? And if you are a kid, do you think this book gave you an idea of what's to come at school if you haven't started? Anyways, that's Starting School by Jane Godwin and Anna Walker. Bye-bye!